And as I was saying, I'm gonna have to scrap one of my sports cams. And unfortunately, it's the one with the prettiest picture, I guess I would say. But that's it goes right along with our thought for today. Just because it looks and sounds good, don't mean it's performing. Boy, that's a good word. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. And that's how most of us is, or are, with our relationship with the Most High. We just want to give a form or show that we're actually with Him, but we're not. We're not. And it shows up in our actions. It's like some of the things we used to do, that's going to start falling off. Just because, or simply because of your new relationships. And the one more importantly being the Most High. Once you start hanging around Him, that mess gotta fall off. And that's a good thing. I see some people in my spot. I'm gonna go on over there anyway. Hopefully they're going about the business. And I'm not trying to be funny. Now these are chaps. And it's their little play area. So I'm gonna yield. Unless they walk away. And I already have a couple of more spots that I do my squats in. And I do see them walking away, so I'm gonna hit my spot. What's up, man? You got it. Well, not quite. Like I said, this is where I started off. Walking this little roundabout and staying on that turf because it's soft and it helped with the pain in my foot when I left my block. Because what I did, first I was walking like half of my block. Well, I'm not even gonna lie. First, I walked on the street in front of my home, and then I ventured out to the next street, and then came back home. When the pain got too overbearing or too much, and then for motivational purposes, I said I need to get out away from this block. I want nothing but the Most High. So I came up here and started walking around here in the parking lot and the general area around the lake. But then I ventured out to the Cam Newton's Kids Park. Let me get my squats. And I said I'm gonna scrap this other camera because I just did a whole 50 squats and it didn't record it. as I was saying beforehand in the prior recording, this week, if I'm not mistaken, that we should go out of our way to follow peace with all men. And I hear some of you saying, well, everybody ain't men. And I can attest to that fact too. At times, I would echo that sentiment. But how you gonna know unless you attempt to follow peace with them? Just as I showed on my recording, in a prior recording rather I should say, how I spoke to some folks, and the next thing you know, they come back around wanting to have a conversation with me. And see, a lot of it is with me. And see, most folks can't use this excuse, because I'm a really healthy fella. I'm 6'4", around 300. Right now, I think I'm down to like 289-ish or 280, right around 290. So when them folks see me, or even us folks see me, they're like, what this big red joker want? Speaking to me. And to be quite honest, they're saying, what this big red nigga want? Speaking to me. But when they hear my sincerity in my voice and see the expression on my face, they're like, okay, this one of them good ones. And I joke, but I'm being real. How y'all this time? Good, great, no complaining. Beautiful day. And see, in the background, that's some of them folks I'm talking about. And you can hear it in people's voice when they're just having a form of politeness. Or they're being for real. But also, as I said, let me take a second and say this. I don't go around trying to kiss folks' hind parts to get along with them. And this has been my subject of the week, basically. I leave the window open. I leave the window open, or should I say cracked, for the opportunity to open the door. But if folks don't take advantage of the cracked window with me, I'm not even gonna crack the door of opportunity to make more than just peace. Because what I do, I put out the peace. Basically, I'm doing that to everybody, the peace sign to everybody. And seeing how they react by my actions and my words. Not that I'm throwing the peace sign up. And see, we have to explain this to each other. As the Most High leads us, then it may be a question in your own heart. Well, Father, have I been acting in a way that's not like you when you say follow peace with all men? Something to think about. Let's get these 50 more. And I don't know or remember if I said it before, but I'm doing a little extra. We're doing a few extra squats just in case during the week I might have missed a couple with miscount. But also to finish strong for the week. Like I was saying, I was trained that finishing strong doesn't mean doing what you did the day before, or in my case, the week before, but really the 2 weeks before. But finishing strong is doing better than the day before. And see, that's how I try to live my life. Always learning and always trying to better myself. And always trying to get along with my fellow man. Hebrews first. What the text say? Oh, taste and see that the Most High is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. How many of us today trust the Most High? What'd you say? Was that a yes or maybe? Or we'll see? Well, I'm gonna answer that. We'll do what you say. Act like it by your bond, your word. Or should I say, make your word your bond. Well, I'm always weary of this straw. Or it is something slippery when it's dry. Just like going down a hill of snow. It's the ice is done frozen on top. Oh boy, in my days in Columbia, Maryland, I have touched the ground of plenty of winters. But yeah, that's a good question and a word of encouragement today. Is your word your bond? And first to the people that matter, or the individuals that matter. The Most High first. Have you, in your folly, disobeyed him up until this point? Have you had a form of godliness but deny the power thereof? Which the power thereof is what empowers you to keep your word. It's the Ruach, the Holy Spirit, who not only leads you into the truth, but he'll empower you to keep it and to walk it out. But that's going to be my time today. I love y'all. And as always, stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. I think what I'm going to start doing, what's up, bro? Hey, buddy. What I'm going to start doing is recording my thought for today separately from my workout. And what I'll do is I'll put my thought of the day, Most High willing, as my part one, and my walk and squats and my bike ride, since it's longer, in part two. And also I think I'm gonna just share my words or my thoughts of encouragement, just half of my bike ride, so it won't be so long, or just the important parts of it. I try, or I would like to, this is my desire, and I may still do this, put out my whole regimen, my walk, my squats, and my bike ride. Even though it's long, I think it still inspires us to get out and do ourselves. And seeing me getting it all together, not just bits and pieces, but the whole workout or regimen. Okay, shalom. There we go. Yeah, I would never, in my own finite mind, if I'm saying that correctly, would have put that one or two together as far as keeping your vows and your word or your bond, or keeping your word as your bond to the script about having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. You see, that lets us know how small our minds are, because that naturally goes together. Because, like I said, we've all made that toilet seat confession to the Most High. That's one. And then two, we've all made promises to him outside of just that toilet seat confession. But I always like to mention that, well, lately I have liked to mention that, because it shows how we're so quick to go back on what we tell them we're gonna do. Because next thing you know, we're right back in that bottle. We're right back in the club. Or in the bar. Chasing tail. Something else we said we weren't gonna do that time, we got burnt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like I said, I'm gonna pull that card. I'm gonna pull that whole card. See, one thing about me, I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't got no choice. I wasted too much time in the past tiptoeing through the daisies with people's feelings in my life. But what got me was like something Mo from Hebrew Awakening said, the Most High don't care about your feelings. He don't care about what you think about the situation. Just like he didn't ask Job what he thought about the situation, nor Joseph. He did give Joseph a little fair warning, but Job not so much. And I can't say that, but I would think if he did, it would be in the text. But in Robert's book, he gave me fair warning and told me to warn my wife. He said, Robert, now let me get this straight. First, just as I had heard a teacher preaching on the Most High making a covenant, it was the same moray mo. He was talking about coming back to the Most High and making a covenant with him. And basically, we talked about this on the men's barbershop call last evening about coming back to the Most High. I think one of the fellas asked the question, what's the difference between the Old and New Testament? Or why do they say the Old Testament has passed away? And basically it is because I put it like this, we didn't accept the Old Testament. It shows us as a people, and first of all, the book is about one people, and that's us folks. It shows us as a people denying the power thereof, denying the Most High. God love it, huh?
Yes, sir.
And denying the power thereof, in this sense, is us folk, which our ancestors, denying the Most High. Period. And that's, you can wrap it up as that. Because they even told Moses, you go on up to the mountain, you speak to him for us. We don't want to talk to him. But we'll do whatever you say to do. And see, that was the covenant that we entered into through Moses. So what they call the New Testament is the renewed covenant, where the Most High said, okay, you fools denied the power thereof of my covenant with you, which the power of that covenant is spoken of in Deuteronomy 28. That's a good study for you if you have the time. You see the power we as a people had and will have, and the consequences of getting outside of covenant with the Most High. And it's called the blessings and the curses. Well, it's a great study to go over. That will in itself prove to you who the people are, or who we are. As you read through them blessings and cursings, it'll paint a picture to you, or paint a picture for you, of who the different nationalities are in the world today, and have always been. How you doing? Great. But yeah, we as a people, and see, it always comes back to Israel. We as a people have never been able to keep our vows to the Most High. And see, that's what this text is talking about, or this thought for today. And we have to start. And see, what it starts with is individually. We have to start keeping our vows to the Most High first and foremost, and then to each other, and then we can go on outside of our people, then on to the nations. But see, as the text says, they will know us by the love we have for each other. But we really can't say that right now as a people, because we have more love for other nationalities than we do for ourselves. And as sad as that sounds, it's not by accident. As we will see, as we read over, what is it, the laws that was put forth in the 50s and 60s. It's gonna come to me in a minute. It's gonna come to me in a second. But what I'll do is put it in the recording. But it was an old overseer, slave owner, who came up with a formula. And he said, this is how you keep your slaves in order, and two, keep them in order for hundreds of years hereafter. And basically, that has been the agenda of the powers that be. How you doing? Great, beautiful day. And when I say powers that be, I'm not talking about white folks, black folks, Indian, or any other one race of folks. Just like my boy Teo from Teo Ministries, he say just because they skin folk don't mean they kin folk. And I've been biting that in a way lately, but it's so true. And just because they kin folk don't mean they're your folk either. And it's high time we start distinguishing the difference. And see, to be quite honest with you, we don't have to. Because the text says, try the spirit by the spirit. And that ruach in you is gonna stand up and say, no, not this fella. Or no, not that gal. And see, with our responsibility then is to follow the lead of the ruach without question. And I know I'm getting way off my topic or thought for today, but this is just as important as keeping our bond, keeping our word. and that stand away from them bad relationships we have in our lives that we want to hold on to. Because the text says, come out from amongst them and be separate. And see, that's why I think most of us can't keep our words. Because of the subject I did a recording on before called addictions, the orphan and widow maker. And I think I was right this spot when I said addictions, the orphan and the widow maker. You know, I said it sounded like a promo for a movie. But yeah. And that's them addictions to people, places, and things. And more than anything else, their opinion and our own pride. See, that pride is a mother. And I ain't because it's a and as the text says, it's the mother of all sin. But it comes with its consequences too. The text says pride go before a great fall. So if you're looking to have a great fall like Humpty Dumpty did, keep sitting up on that wall talking junk to all the people. Or not keeping your word. You see, since the Ruach has led me in that direction, I guess it's a good thing to speak on as far as what keeps us from keeping our word. Or what makes us liars. Oh boy, now that really brought it home, huh? Because as Yahusha said about, I think he was talking to the Pharisees, he told them that you're of your father, Hasatan. And he was the father of lies, which means the creator of lies. And just as I alluded to earlier, just as the Most High has children, so does Hasatan have his own brood. And just as the Most High has followers and believers, so does Hasatan. And he has his own cult of believers called the Luciferians. And see, just as I was sharing with my family on our group text today, this is the group of people who the God of this world, as Yahusha spoke on, has made them the rulers of this world. They sit in the high places and they own everything, especially like I was sharing with my family. They own all the platforms or industries that have to do with our eye gates, our ear gates, our nose gates, our mouth gate, and now more than ever our skin gate. With this time for us to really start questioning who and what we believe. And two, as this subject of the day, questioning ourselves about keeping our own word. Because that's one of the things the Most High hates besides a liar. I mean, a prideful man. That is a liar. I think the text called it one who bears false witness. But as I just said earlier today, I'm gonna start recording half of my ride so I can try to keep it to a minimum of 30 minutes for my workout session or part of my daily recordings. But we'll see. Because like I said, as long as I have battery and space, I'm gonna rock with you till the wheels fall off. Or as my friend Greg would say, roll until the brakes fall off it. And see, in this case, the brakes would be my battery stopping or my space running out. So we're gonna keep on talking as the Most High leads. But at the same time, I'm gonna say shalom, just in case. I wish you well. Have a great Shabbat. Spend time with your family. Spending time with your family and the Most High. Which we do already, but it should be set apart time. With the intentions of gathering together with like-minded and heart individuals, giving the Most High the praise. All the glory and all the honor. And in the sentiments of our Pastor Kenny at Restoration Center Church, or Restoration Center here in Charlotte, make the Most High in your life. And you do that by keeping your word. Keeping your word your bond.